Hi everyone, this is Juno from Homeschooling Along, and today I'll do a video going over all of our third grade choices. Since third grade we are about 7 weeks away from calling it a wrap. So let's go over everything we used, how we liked it, and if we'll use it again for fourth grade. All right. Let's get started. I am gonna go down my list to make sure I don't miss anything. All right, first comes first, reading. We have done our own reading list. I have not followed anybody's lead in as it concern our reading choices. As of right now, we are reading a scholastic biography, Shark Lady: The Adventure of Eugene Clark. However, my son has read over 20 books so far in this school year. It has not been an easy reading journey for him. We started off very shaky. I have written a whole post about how we went from struggling to avid reader, and you can find that article posted on our website if you want to find out how we were able to do that. But as of right now, we are in the midst of reading Shark Lady, and after probably in a couple of weeks, I will be posting a full list of our third grade reading choices. All right, after reading, we will move on to our writing curriculum. We have been using Essentials in Writing with my eldest child since third grade, and with his younger brother, we started from the first level available, which is first grade. Essentials in Writing has been a saving grace for us. In terms of writing, we had started Abeka for kindergarten and first grade. In first grade, Abeka introduces creative writing. We were not doing the Abeka videos. We were doing parent-led, and it was a lot introduced to them way too early and too soon, in my opinion. So in second grade, we have switched to Essentials in Writing. My son was a struggling writer. He was pretty much scared of writing with his previous experience. Essentials in Writing, I wrote a whole review about Essentials in Writing from beginning to end. I reviewed level 1, 2, and 3. But to make a long story short, it is a complete writing curriculum. It teaches the first half grammar, the second half writing, and we are now in the writing section towards the end. My son just finished covering narrative writing, and it basically introduces writing in, I think they say, bit chunk size information, and it is absolutely true what they say. So in Essentials in Writing, you can buy the curriculum directly from them or Rainbow Resources. It comes with 2 videos. One, I believe it's in here because he just watched the... Alright, comes with 2 videos, so you do not have to teach the lesson, and then the child goes and does the correspondent lesson. We do not do writing every day of the week. In second grade, we were doing we were alternating 2 days a week to 3 days a week to finish the curriculum in a year. And this year, we're doing it 3 days a week. We have started writing, not in August with the rest of the curriculum, but in the middle of September, I believe. So maybe if you follow a school schedule starting in August, at least that's how it is for Florida, you can get through it doing 2 days a week and then 3 days a week. However, this is our writing choice, so let me set it aside right here. Our next curriculum will be All About Spelling. All right, we have not always used All About Spelling. I have written a full review about our spelling curriculum. I actually wrote a review, Spelling UC versus All About Spelling, because we have used Spelling UC for second and part of third grade until basically after a couple of weeks and after a couple of months, in third grade, I realized that my son's spelling was not improving at all. And it just came down to spelling UC was not a good fit for my child. Some families have great success with it, and that was just not our case. So I wrote a full review of Spelling UC versus All About Spelling, and you can get a very good understanding of which one will be a better fit for you. And if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out. So after a couple of months of using Spelling UC Level D, which corresponds for 3rd grade, we have moved on to All About Spelling, and it has been absolutely wonderful. We had to start from level 1 of All About Spelling. My 3rd grade son and my 1st grade son finished level 1 in 5 weeks of time. And then we moved on to level 2. And level 2, my son finished it in, I think, 6 to 7 weeks. My 1st grader is still on level 2. You know, you're going to be able to realize how fast and how slow you can move. Obviously, my son was in 3rd grade. He did understand. He already knew and was able to absorb a lot of information of level 2 much faster and easier than my 1st grade son. And we have now started level 3 for the last month or so. Level 3, we're taking a little bit slower. And we are now, I think, on lesson 10. And today is February 18th. And we started right after the holidays, in sometime in January. We love All About Spelling. We do not use the physical tiles, so we use the All About Spelling app on our Amazon Fire. All right, so the great thing about the app is no matter how many Amazon tablets you have, once you download it to your account, it will be on every tablet. So the tile app looks like that. You click on it and it will load. I prefer the tile app to physical tiles. It just makes the lesson go by so much quicker. And we do not have the need, you know, some kids need to touch the physical tiles. They need that, they need those tiles to really learn and understand and move them around themselves. We don't have that. So you will pick the level that you're on. The great thing of downloading this to Amazon tablets is, for example, I have a child in third grade who is on level 3, and I have a child in the 1st grade who's on level 2. So each one, when their tablets are charged, will go on their tablet, and it remembers every time you go on, it remembers the last lesson you were on. So for example, let's go to level 3 to lesson, I think he will have to start lesson 10, for example. This would have been already on if he had used it the last time. Here are your tiles. And here are your consonant teams, your vowel teams, your sound of R, which will be the bossy R, other tiles, syllable tags. You will have to use all of those manually if you didn't have this. And another great thing that my kids love, I'm going to show you something. Actually, I'll show you. I'm going to have you. If you click on this, it gives you the sounds of all the tiles. And for example, let's have you hear this.
O, 2-letter O, that we may not use at the end of English words.
So anyway, and then for example, I will go and, oh, what am I doing? I swear I know how to spell. For example, you spell a word and then you're done with it. And then what you do is, if they learn how to tag the syllables, so this will be a vowel control E, they tag them. When they're done, they just, with a swipe of a finger, bam, and they move on to the next. If you had to use the physical tiles, the child has to, put them away. Another thing is, when you're done, for example, if you use this, when you're done, you just do that, and it puts it directly into the spot. Like I said, some children will need the physical tiles depending on their learning styles, if they have any learning disabilities, because they need to physically label each syllable. They need to physically store the tile, know where they belong. We don't have that issue, so this makes our All About Spelling lessons go much quicker. All right, so All About Spelling, we do it every day or at least 4 times a week, and that's with my 3rd grader. With my 1st grader, I only do it 2 to 3 times a week. And we, in 3rd grade, sometimes we're able to finish 1 lesson. Sometimes we have to split the lesson in 2 because let's go and look. Sometimes, for example, Y can say E. Over here, they're teaching how the vowel, sometimes the Y works as a vowel, and it says E at the end of the word. So then after you teach all that, they have to write all these words by dictation, okay? And my child usually does all of this. He's in 3rd grade. This is this is nothing to him. And then we move on to sentences. In 3rd grade, level 1 or 2, there's only 6 sentences to dictate. And level 3, there is 12. Can my child do 12? Yes, but sometimes I like to divide it into him doing 6 sentences one day and the next 6 the following day. In this way, I feel that he's staying on the lesson a couple of days, and he's taking a little bit more time to really absorb all the information learned. And that's it for All About Spelling. We absolutely love this program, and we have had great success. My son's spelling has moved leaps and bounds. And I will be posting a schedule of our 1st grade, and I will also be posting our 4th grade lineup. And stay tuned, subscribe, and continue homeschooling along. Bye.